Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is the Akinyolu Show. Thank you very much for joining me on today's show. There are many of you who are new subscribers to the channel, and I really want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. Some of you have joined over the past couple of weeks with my surprise video visiting Nigeria to surprise my mom for her birthday and sharing some of my experience traveling with an expired Nigerian passport. Anyway, thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey, and I'm hopeful that we're going to have a great time together. Well, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. Click on the bell button, click on the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing when I upload new videos. My goal on this channel is to bring you content that will challenge us to live more productive lives. Content that are relevant to you, that are inspirational, that are topical. Those are the kinds of content that I plan to bring to you on this channel. So I hope you enjoy it, and feel free to look around and see some of the content I've created in the past. What I want to do on today's video, is to share some of my thoughts and observation from the time I spent in Nigeria. What are some things I observed, and what are some lessons I learned? Some lessons that might be useful for you too if you're thinking about traveling to Nigeria or just interacting with people in Nigeria. All right, the very first obvious thing that I observed in Nigeria so let's just start with the very sad and obvious. The roads in Nigeria are bad, generally speaking. Very bad, just terrible. Prepare to be shocked. You will be shocked at the condition of the road. So let me just give you a fair warning. You will be shocked at the condition of the roads. You will wonder how people are able to live and survive using these kinds of roads. You would wonder. So don't carry your American driving sense and go and think you want to drive in Nigeria. Don't carry your American driving sense and go and drive in Nigeria. It won't work. It will not work. What you want to do is let someone else drive, watch someone else drive, and then after some time you would imbibe the spirit of driving in Nigeria, and then maybe you can then begin to drive. But don't carry your American driving sense or driving sense from Europe and say you want to go and drive in Nigeria. The results would not be pleasant. The roads are bad. People have different expectations. There are assumptions you make while driving in other parts of the world that you cannot make when driving in Nigeria. So just be very careful about that. The roads are bad. And I was saying that there is no excuse for this. There's no excuse for the roads in Nigeria to be this bad. Fun fact, did you know that Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is the busiest road in Nigeria and probably in West Africa? About 400,000 vehicles use that road every day. That road was built in 1974. It was constructed between 1974 and 1978. And as Nigeria's population grew, more motorists and commuters have put increasing pressure on that road, as you would expect. So in 2009, a reconstruction and expansion initiative was started on that project in 2009. 3 years later, President Jonathan's administration terminated that existing contract. Then it signed a new contract in 2013, which was supposed to deliver this newly constructed road and expanded version of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway by 2017. Now we're in 2021. That project is still not done. And that's why we see gridlocks. I remember traveling from Lagos to Ibadan. We had to go take untarred road just to escape the gridlock between Lagos and Ibadan. That's crazy. The project cost has steadily increased from an initial 167 billion naira to over 300 billion naira. Yet that road is not completed. Time has been wasted. Lives are lost on that road. And it's just crazy. So just prepare to be shocked about the condition of Nigerian roads. It's not Lagos-Ibadan alone. It's the same thing in the east. It's the same thing in the northeast. It's the same thing in the southeast. Everywhere, the same issue. Roads are terrible. Until we learn how to construct our own roads and stop giving contracts to RCC and Julius Berger and all these people. We have professors of civil engineering all over our campuses, but we still give our road construction projects to companies from overseas. It's just crazy. Until Nigerians learn to construct our own roads, our condition will not change. Anyway, that's my first observation. Our roads are bad. My second observation is that because of the situation of the country, especially the security situation of the country, most people are frustrated, stressed, and they're living on the edge. Most people are just frustrated. Most people are stressed. Any little thing, people are almost wear their feelings on their sleeves. That feeling of stress and frustration is worn on the sleeves of most Nigerians. And they may not say it explicitly, but you can just feel it. You can just feel it that folks are just stressed and frustrated about the condition. Because many people know and understand that things should be better and things can be better. And because that is not the reality that we live in, it just leads to frustration and anxiety and stress. And if you're not careful, people will take it out on you. People don't have any qualms in taking out those feelings of frustration on you. So you have to be very careful about that. That's the second thing I saw. My third observation is that religion sells in Nigeria. Religion sells in Nigeria. So I visited the market in the morning, like around 9 a.m. and I saw a woman who was praying for almost 30 minutes before she opened her shop, before she could attend to customers. Religion just sells. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a Christian, and I don't hide the fact. But the kind of religion that seems to sell in Nigeria, it's not the kind that opens our eyes. It's almost the kind of religion that blinds people. It's not the kind of religion that is founded on principles and on it's not the kind of religion that is founded on principles. It's like the kind of religion that wants to get things quick, that wants to get quick results, that wants to get quick fix on things. And it's because of the situation of the country. That's why this kind of religion sells. The kind of religion that sells in Nigeria is not a religion that opens people's eyes. It's the kind of religion that blinds people. You know, everywhere you turn, there is a church program, there is okay yanu, okay this, okay that, okay this. Everywhere you turn, there is a program. There is this program in the church, in the mosque, there is that program promising this, promising that. Because people are just looking for an easy out. People are looking for an easy fix. That is why this kind of religion is the kind of religion that sells in Nigeria. Well, here's another observation I made, and it is that most Nigerians have lost the sense of the collective. It's everyone for himself, every man for himself. There's this mentality of the survival of the fittest, and that mentality is a mentality we see in animals in the jungle. It is not a mentality that is supposed to pervade an human society, at least a functioning society. We shouldn't have a survival of the fittest kind of mindset. It is everyone for himself. Everyone for himself. So there is very little care for the other person. The implicit idea that it seems many people have is we are all suffering, so I have no responsibility in making you suffer less. See, we are all suffering, so I have no responsibility in allaying some of your suffering or in softening some of the impact of our of our combined sufferness. You know, that seems to be the idea. That is not many Nigerians genuinely care about the well-being of their neighbors or the well-being of the country as a whole. Why? If our rulers don't care, if those who continue to plunder our resources don't care, why should the average Joe care? If those who continue to plunder our resources don't seem to care, why should any other person care? So that's the idea. But I personally believe, though, that if you want the resources of a place to answer to you, if you want a land to answer to you, you have to care about the people of that land and you have to care about that place. But that's a whole different conversation, and that's not the topic of this video. But that was just an observation I had, that many Nigerians don't really care. I've lost hope. The fifth observation I had in Nigeria was that many people seem to want a piece of you. Many people seem to want a piece of you. Now, don't get me wrong. There is no crime in helping people. You should help people if you're able to help them. But it seems when people know, I mean, and it stems from the last thing I talked about, the fact that it's like every man for himself. So if people sense that they can get something from you, they go for it. Like they really go for it, and they are insistent and they are persistent about it, and they go for it. So you have to be really careful about that. You know, especially when people find out that you have forex, then people can really, dote on you and really want to squeeze you dry. So that's something you should be wary of if you are going to go to Nigeria. People want a piece of you. You should help people, but you should also know that you can't help everybody. You should help people, but you should also know that you cannot help everybody. If you try to do that, then you may not like the result. This one is for the content creators. If you're a content creator, just know that vlogging is a crime in certain places in Nigeria. If you are going to vlog, you have to be very careful. So when I went to the immigration office to go and renew my passport, let's just say I got into a lot of trouble because I had a camera and there were no posters around that said filming is not allowed. Nothing of such. So it's important for you to know that, you know, vlogging might be frowned upon in certain government establishments, in certain places. It might even be business, it might even be private business. You have to be careful. If you are holding a camera and you're going to vlog, you have to be careful. You have to be discreet, or you have to ask for permission explicitly. Can I use my camera or can I not use my camera? If you don't, and people are going to look at you strange, people are going to think you're filming them. Well, I later found out as I moved around that office why the people were not happy seeing a camera, because of the, you know, some people will call it bribery, but I mean, who am I? What do I know? So yeah, I later found out that was the reason, because of the under the table kind of transaction. That was the reason why many of them opposed the idea of having a camera that might film such a thing and probably put it on social media. And that was not by intention, actually. Anyway, so be careful about that. If you're a vlogger, you plan to use your camera while you're in Nigeria, you should know to be discreet about it. All right, so let's end this on a positive note. The final observation I had during my time in Nigeria is that there are so many opportunities in Nigeria. So many opportunities in Nigeria. You should know that the population of Nigeria is currently estimated to be around 206 million people. 206 million people. And that population is estimated to double by 2050. That means the population of Nigeria could be around 400 million people plus, about 400 million people by 2050. Now think about that, 400 million people by 2050. That's double the current population of people in Nigeria in less than 3 decades. In 2.5 decades, we're going to have 200 million more people in Nigeria. You know, all those 400 million people would need jobs. The 400 million people would need to eat. The 400 million people would need accommodation. They would need to be educated. They would need entertainment. I could go on and on. So there are so many opportunities in Nigeria. But one thing you should know, however, if you want to tap into that opportunity, is that most Nigerians, sadly, are used to mediocrity. One of my friends in the previous video was sharing about how, you know, somebody put his time of work as 9 a.m. and he wouldn't come to work until like 12. See, so most Nigerians are used to going into an office and not finding someone to attend to them. They're used to going into an office and somebody asking them to pay a bribe for them to do their work. They're used to somebody not being on seat. They're used to server being down. They're used to, oh, there's no network to do your NIN registration. Most Nigerians are used to that. So if you're going to tap into this opportunity and into this booming opportunity in Nigeria, and I saw the population growth. I mean, I was in Osun State for the most part, and I could see that the amount of commercial activity that I saw when I was back in Nigeria in 2018 and early 2019 compared to what I saw in 2021 was significant. There was a lot more commercial activity, you know. So there is opportunities in agriculture, there's opportunity in education, there's opportunity in technology. The opportunity is just there. But if you're going to take advantage of those opportunities, you have to be willing to do your own work with some level of excellence. See, you have to do your work with some excellence. If you're able to present the Nigerian with work that is excellent, that is above average, because we're so used to average work. If someone does something that is just merely average, we're going to see everybody shouting their praise as if they've done something that is never seen before. So because so many people are used to that mediocrity and average life and below average life, if you then put a touch of excellence on your work, in your business, you would make so much money. You wouldn't know where to put it. That's my conviction. And if you're going to take advantage of those opportunities in Nigeria too, you must be willing to be on ground. You see, you must be willing to be on ground to manage your assets. Hey, you must be willing to be on ground to manage your assets. Don't think that you want to take advantage of opportunities in Nigeria 5,000 miles away. No, you cannot take advantage of opportunities in Nigeria 6,000 miles away. No, you have to. If you want to take advantage of the opportunities in Nigeria, you have to be on. Someone took a poll. I think it was on Twitter or on YouTube, and it was. No, I think it was Sasi Funke actually that put out this poll on YouTube. And the question was: as Nigerians in diaspora, what's your reluctance about investing in Nigeria? And more than 50% of people chose management of assets as one reason why they are reluctant to invest back home. It is you have to have someone back there who is going to manage your assets, who you trust. If you don't have that person, then you have to be on ground by yourself to manage your assets. You have to be on ground by yourself to manage your assets, to look over your business, to see your investments grow. There are some things you can't just trust to someone else, right? You have to be on ground to see your investments grow. All right, that's the positive note I think I would end this video on. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I have a few more content planned that I hope to bring to you guys over the next couple of weeks. All right, before I go, I want to give you the opportunity to make Jesus the Lord of your life. The greatest introduction any man can have is an introduction to the person of Jesus Christ. So if you would like to make Jesus the Lord of your life, please say this prayer with me. Father, I acknowledge I'm a sinner, that Jesus died for me, and that you raised him up from the dead on the third day. Please forgive my sins. I accept Jesus as my personal Lord and Savior. Amen. You are now born again. All right, thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.